I can hear me. Can you hear me?
Yes.
And I can hear you.
Yes.
All right, here we go.
The Lunsby Show with
T-Bone.
And Chick Brew.
Let's God bless. All these years, just get it right one time.
What do you want from me?
40 years they've been trying. You couldn't fire somebody if they were horrible, doing a terrible job for the veterans. And now you can say, you're fired.
Okay. No one listens to radio.
And now for a quick disclaimer.
The Lunsby Show with
T-Bone
And Chick Brew.
is brought to you by nobody. We have no sponsors.
The show is still rated G.
For Gloria.
Hello, hello, hello.
Hello.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, it's me, T-Bone. That's my friend Chick Brew. She lives in southern Spain. I live in central Pennsylvania. We get together once a week and we talk about things. We guarantee one laugh an hour. And if you don't get that laugh, well, that's on you. And if you get more than one laugh an hour, we don't ask for any payback. We are not funded by anybody, so the opinions that you do hear are our opinions only. So, my friend, I apologize for my tardiness.
It's okay.
I knew when I needed to leave, I did not account for a horrible traffic accident, which I should always account for on Interstate 81 and Interstate 83. There's always going to be a crash. Here's something I didn't realize. When I was a child, one of the films they made you watch as a child was Blood on Asphalt or Red Asphalt, I think it was called. It was a driver safety awareness video to show you that people die from being bad drivers. What I didn't know is that was filmed entirely in Pennsylvania. Because red asphalt is the thing that we do here. We do so much red asphalt. There's always red asphalt. If it's not from car crashes, it's from the oversized mice that we have everywhere.
I am in Germany.
Okay.
And have had no traffic until today.
Tell me, where exactly in Germany? What brings you to Germany? What are you doing there?
I'm visiting some friends and, well, I'm getting ready to leave. I'm actually at the hotel airport. I leave super early in the morning. God, it's so beautiful here.
It's a beautiful country.
Though. It's cold. Oh, God. Apparently, like the last 3 weeks, they had beautiful weather. When I left Spain, we were almost in the 80s.
Right.
I got here and it's been like 40 degrees. I've been a very cold girl.
So what part of Germany are you in?
I'm kind of near Luxembourg. Like Luxembourg's like an hour away.
Okay.
Right now I'm in Cologne.
Did you make the drive to Luxembourg? Get the passport stamped?
Yes. Well, they don't stamp when you drive in. You just are in Luxembourg.
Kind of like Gibraltar. Gibraltar won't stamp you, but if you go to like one of the gift shops, they have like a souvenir stamp that they'll do in your passport. I know this because I was recently looking through my passport because I'm going to need it soon.
You're coming to see me?
I wish. I'm coming halfway to see you. You want to meet me halfway?
Will you meet me halfway?
We have scheduled for our 15th wedding anniversary. We are going back to where it all started. Not Sicily. We are going back to Bermuda, where the marriage was consummated. So we got married in Bermuda. We're going to go back to Bermuda for our 15th wedding anniversary. I'm looking forward to that. And
that's going to be super nice, though.
Bermuda's not really that nice. Look, if you're a Bermudian and you're listening, don't take this personal, but your country sucks. It's so.
I just mean celebrating your 15th wedding anniversary.
Now that's going to be cool. But I could celebrate my 15th wedding anniversary anywhere. It is kind of cool to, we got married at sea and then we're going back to Bermuda. We're going to be at sea and that makes me happy. And then after we get done with Bermuda, we're going to go up to Nova Scotia.
Hey.
Yeah, we're going to spend a whole 6 hours there in Nova Scotia. What's the point? What is even the point of going there if you're only going to spend 6 hours there?
I mean, you could probably get some oysters in.
I'm not an oysters fan.
But Nova Scotia has the best oysters.
Well, if they're fried, I don't mind them. I don't eat them off the shell, that's for sure. Shook them off a shell. I came to work one day in Kings Bay, Georgia. And one of my police sergeants was wearing shades inside. And I thought that was strange, but I also thought it was strange that his wife was walking him everywhere. Once we got out to the smoke pit, I'm like, hey, Joe, man, what's going on with you? This is not normal. And he's like, I'm blind. I'm sorry? Excuse me? He goes, yeah, I ate some bad oysters and now I'm blind. So I have never...
They were from the Gulf.
I've never had a raw oyster since my friend Joe lost his vision from eating oysters.
Did it come back?
No.
Oh.
Yeah. That's a very scary thought. I mean,
there's so many. I don't think we realize the fine line that we teeter-totter every day.
Every day. I have gotten better at not eating food that is expired.
Congratulations.
I've done that a lot in the past. I've taken a lot of, let's just call them food risk. I've taken a lot of food risk. Unnecessary food risk. And now I don't do that anymore. And I'm kind of happy that I don't do that anymore because, it ain't worth it. It ain't worth it.
I feel like there were times in life when the food risk, it was valid. Younger days, less responsible with money days.
5-second rule.
Never.
Yeah.
No, never. Once it touches absolutely not. That's not how germs work. But college was a weird time. Ate some things definitely shouldn't have eaten, but I was very broke.
Yeah, and you don't waste food when you're broke. And even though I now have money, I still have a broke mentality. I still think like a poor person, so I don't waste food.
And that's why you have money. But when it comes to life or death and not going blind.
I don't waste food, and I hate to throw away food, so I often found myself eating food long past its expiration date. Like when you're checking bread to see if it's got mold on it, you probably just shouldn't eat the bread. You know you've had it too long, you should get rid of it. I have convinced her not to buy any more bread because I don't need the breads. And if she buys it, I eat it. But she doesn't eat it. She buys the bread for me. Like the last 2 loaves of bread she bought was like 16 grain bread. It was really high fiber bread. And she bought it for me. Oh, how kind of you. I don't want you to buy me any bread, but you did. So now I have to eat it. And I did. I ate every last slice of those 2 loaves of bread. And
Two loaves?
Yeah, because they were on sale. It was a special, something silly. And I just begged her, please, if you're not going to eat it, stop buying it so that I don't have to eat it.
I buy the Uncrustables because that is the amount of bread I want to consume. I love a PBJ, but I don't need, I'm the only person in my household that will eat just regular bread. I don't need to eat an entire loaf of bread worth of PBJs.
Right?
I don't need to.
Now, give me a spoon and a jar of peanut butter and let's call it a day. I do like it. I'm watching Ted Lasso now. It's a show we've never watched before, but for some reason we decided to start watching it. And one of the quirks of Mr. Lasso is he loves to keep an open jar of peanut butter around the house. And he just, whenever he feels the desire, he just dips his finger in the peanut butter. And, it's his peanut butter. That's fine. In a recent episode, he offered someone some peanut butter. I'm like, no. No.
In my poorer days, my best friend's mom, so my second mom, always looking out for me. They had like a work event and she came in and she's like, hey, we bought these 2 like massive jars of peanut butter. We only used 1 at the work event. This one's still sealed. Do you want it? Yes.
Of course. Yes.
What? And I left it at work. It was my work snack. And I would just take the plastic spoons from the break room and I worked my way through, like one of those gallon jars of peanut butter. I don't know how much was left when I quit working there. I had put a dent in it though. A pretty serious dent in it. But it may still be under that counter. I don't know. Anyone who's working in the Round Rock Ulta, if you ever find my peanut butter, I'm sorry.
It's an excellent source of protein.
Yeah. Working at Ulta was like, all the hairstylists were always pregnant. There were always snacks and veggie trays. They always bought veggie trays, the big ones from Sam's, and they'd bring them in and I just needed a vegetable. At the end of the night, they were like, they don't fit in the refrigerator. Like, does anyone want to take this home? Those veggie trays saved my life. I didn't buy vegetables the entire time I worked there. I just took the veggie tray home. I would portion it out this week's, and then I'd put some in the freezer, and then those were my frozen veg.
So when I was my poorest, a loaf of bread went a long way. Yeah, I would get a loaf of bread, and I would steal some ketchup packages from McDonald's or something like that, and I would make ketchup sandwiches. Now, if I was experiencing a good day, I would have ketchup and mayonnaise sandwiches. Those were the sandwiches of my delight. So I'm poor, I'm homeless, I eat ketchup sandwiches. Moving on in life, I'm going through a divorce. I'm also, again, I find myself to be poor again. Buy ramen by the case.
Yep.
Yeah.
It used to be 10 cents a package.
It was 19 cents at the time. So I would eat ramen noodles, and that would sustain my life. And if I was having an exceptionally good week, I would throw a can of tuna, which was 60 cents. So that was good meal. That was good eating if you had a ramen and tuna.
So I also would buy the ramen because they were 10 cents, so I could get quite a few for $1. And with my veggie tray, right, I would make a stir fry. I also found that if you cooked the ramen with the lid on, the noodles swell up closer to an udon, which was really nice. And like one time, one of the stylists at Ulta was like, hey, emergency, I need someone to babysit my kids. And I was like, oh, does it pay? And she's like, I don't really have a lot of extra cash, but my husband's brother got him this meat of the month club, and we have so much meat. And I was like, sold. Yes, I will babysit your kids for frozen meat.
For sustenance.
I went there with like filet mignon. She's like, just take half of what we have. We don't need it. I am like, run into my car like I robbed a grocery store. I got home, I put the meat in the freezer, I defrosted it. I was like, this was the best, because if she'd paid me cash, I would have never been able to afford half of that. Fed me for months.
That is an interesting question I think we're going to give to the audience for this week's question of the week. At your poorest in life, what was the food that sustained you? I would be interested to know. For me, it was ketchup sandwiches, and then later in life, it was ramen, and on a good day, it was ramen and tuna. You, baby,
pilfered food.
You babysat for meat and a veggie tray. Again, not to toot my own horn, but a little proud of myself. Friday was National Pizza Party Day, and Friday, me and my coworkers normally get together and break bread. We have our lunch together on Fridays. Taking upon myself that it's Pizza Party Friday, I went and I got some Little Caesars. Detroit-style pizza, and brought it back, and we shared the pizza amongst one another, and there was a lot of pizza left over because Safety Michelle, she's on orders right now, and Safety Chad never shows up, and Sam's gone, and but it was me, Corey, and Dave, and we all ate the pizza and enjoyed the pizza. Dave's on a diet because he's so pretty. And he only had one slice. Corey, she don't care. That girl can eat, okay? She's an Amazonian. She's a big girl, and not in a bad way. She's homegrown. She's corn fed. You know what I mean? She's a big girl. So
I respect that, and I appreciate it.
She had the pizzas, and I had 2 slices of pizza. I had 1 pepperoni, 1 with the meats, and I bought 3 pizzas, so there was a lot left over. And I convinced her to take it with her to feed her children, or the softball team, or anybody else that would eat it other than me. Because normally I would take that pizza home and I would eat that pizza.
Yeah, out of sight, out of mind.
Yes,
get it away from me.
But I did not do that, and I'm a little happy with myself. I'm happy when I do things the right way.
So I do have some, and this will not be like fancy news to really anybody, but I had some news this week.
Oh.
Someone is leaving Rota who I never thought would leave Rota.
Wow. All right. Well, there's a couple of people in the Rota, Spain area who are iconic, who have been there forever and a day. If I had to guess who may be leaving Rota that we'd never expected to leave Rota, I'm going to say it's either Tim Drake or Billy James?
No, Douglas Hasselbring.
That was my third choice.
Yeah.
I don't know why he's leaving, because he seems to have made a good life for himself there. But I imagine he's taking orders to probably Cuba.
Guam.
I knew it was somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you know the housing area in Guam is called Rota?
Is it?
Yeah. Because once upon a time, the lady that was trying to send emails to the people in housing in Rota, Guam, kept sending them to us in Rota, Spain. And I kept trying to explain to her, you got the wrong email address. We are Rota, but not the Rota you're looking for. People are stupid.
So,
yes.
If you would be interested in coming back to Rota, I hear there's a position.
Well, he lives on American Row. He lives right around the corner from where I used to live.
He's moved.
Oh, did he?
Mm-hmm.
I wonder why. Those are fantastic houses.
Yeah.
And
Well, it doesn't matter now because he's moving even further away.
his daughter, a lovely child, but she would sit precariously in the windowsill on like the third floor. And she used to freak me out because the way she would look down upon you from the third floor was kind of scary. Like, a little demonic,
Yeah, so one of those things, you're just like, wait, that's not... I thought it was joking. I was like, bro, it is not April Fool's Day. That's come and gone.
Well, I mean, speaking of news from Rota, Spain, I happened to see you recently with a placard in your hand.
Oh, I got my little helm.
Yes, tell us about it.
Yeah, it was Junior Civilian of the Quarter for Q1, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
That puts you in the running for Junior Civilian of the Year.
Yeah.
Yeah. I won that, except I was a Senior Civilian of the Year.
Yeah, no, I'm...
It's because I did so many things. It's because a lot of it had to do with us. We were promoting the good message. We were doing great things on the radio. And then, of course, I was doing great things with a charity whose name I cannot remember. Something Que Si Pueda. Suerte que si pueda? No, that would be Luck of the Wind. That's hilarious. A charity that I supported annually with the Rota Santa Run. We did that for 8 years in a row, where we would collect gifts to give to, I don't want to say poor. Poor's not the word. Underprivileged.
Yeah.
We would raise, we'd do a toy drive to give to underprivileged children, and then we would do the Santa Run, and in the Santa Run, we'd raise about €1,000 a year, and they would give that to something Que Si Pueda. I wish I could remember.
I ran one year.
Yes, I remember. It was a good time, man. I loved doing the Rota Santa Run. It was so fun, and they treated
beautiful weather.
And they treated us so well. And you got 100, 150 Santas running through the streets. It was a good time. I'm proud of the things that I was able to do there. It made me happy. So
yeah, I mean, I wish you'd come back.
I wish I
One
could.
feeling's not that.
I miss it. I do miss it. And, it's been a month and I'm still dealing with it, and I'm doing my best to deal with it as best as I can. But I miss my boy, and a lot of the photos that come up in my memories are us together in Spain. And we just had a great time, man. We had such a good time there. And he was such a significant part of my tour in Spain.
Do you remember Janelle Espinosa?
The name does ring a bell, yes.
She worked with me at Liberty, but she was also an MA reservist.
Okay.
She lost her good boy this week.
Oh,
You're friends with her on Facebook.
Okay.
And I was like, I got to tell Tony, because if anyone can understand and maybe say hi.
I will definitely go out of my way to find her and to pass on my condolences, because it's just so hard, man. It's a grief that I've never felt before, and it's sustaining. It's not like I can just move on and forget it. He's everywhere. He's in my thoughts. He's in my the producer. She prays for him to come visit her in her dreams.
Yeah, I don't. So we lost our cat, and I'm not even a cat person, but in 2019, and I miss him all the time. He hasn't, you know what I mean? Like, all the time.
The dogs didn't fill that hole in you?
No, because it's completely, to be fair, personality-wise, the dogs are just bonkers. And he was so chill. I mean, my hips may have recovered from how he liked to sleep behind my knee, and my shoulder is a little bit looser because he's not up in my armpit every night. But if he were there, I'd be happier. But it's not, the sadness is not as bad. I just still miss him because he was so weird.
It's the, what do they call it? The second death. Everyone dies twice. They die, the first time is when they actually die, and the second time is when no one remembers them. And I have said he will never die a second death.
Well, so remember we talked about Mittens, Melissa's cat?
Yes.
Was that last week? Right? And I told her, she's like, I just don't want to forget him. I was like, you're not going to forget him. Also, I said, we paid a little tribute to him on the Lunds B show. So even hundreds of years down the road, when someone stumbles across this weird podcast and listens to it, they're going to hear about all these beautiful animals that were so much cooler than any people. And they're going to be like, yeah, Min sounds like a cool guy.
The thing about being on the internet is different than being on the radio, because on the radio, we had aspirations of aliens hearing us in the future. We were putting a signal out there, and that signal keeps moving through space and time. The aliens can hear us. But when you take it to the internet, you're no longer transmitting over frequencies, and they're going to have to find us. They're going to have to go out of their way to find us. Excuse me, a little burp there. I do get a lot of accolades from the new magnets on the car.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, so the new Lunsby design, you've seen it. It's got Zeus hanging over the top of it. I've got that on both sides of the vehicle, and I also have a license plate that says Lunsby, but now people are engaging me about what is this? What is this? And and when they ask me, the first thing I say is, that's my boy. Oh, okay, well, what's the rest of it? Well, it's Spain, it's America. She's my partner's in Southern. I love calling you my partner. That freaks people out.
As you stand there with your wife.
I do that all the time. I don't know what I did recently where I asked someone if I could bring my mistress along. I think it was a dinner for me and the wife at the casino. And it was like, you and your wife? I was like, yeah, can I bring my mistress too? And I'm like, sure, you can bring your mistress.
Didn't misspeak.
Well, I wish my wife was that cool and my mistress could come along.
I feel so much work.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. I don't have time or the energy for that. Let's get into our question of the week from last week. It was, if you can be any superhero, who would it be? Now, we didn't get a lot of responses, which is the norm. We don't normally get a lot of responses, but we can count on some people. Damien, one half of the Attempted Delivery podcast, has decided to use, and we asked everyone to just use an image, not tell us, just use an image. And he chose Handyman. For those of you who do not remember who Handyman was, this was a Damon Wayans character from back in the day. I don't know if it was part of the show in living color or if they went on to make an individual movie about it, but Handyman is exactly what you would think. He's handy capable.
When he posted that, I wanted to post him carrying you.
I already posted that.
Why haven't you posted that?
I did post that.
Oh, he attempted to deliver you.
Mr. Taney, who visited me the other day, it was so funny. I had Corey, James, and TuBuars all at my desk at the same time. And they didn't know one another, so I introduced Mr. Taney to TuBuars and Corey. It was fun. He has gone with Lobo. I don't know where Lobo comes from, but he's got like a 12-pack for abs and a big old scary dog in the picture that he provided us. Maybe Lobo's an acronym. I don't know. The lovely Mrs. Taney gave us Electra. And yes, she said Electra, which is a good thing because I don't know who this hottie is that she took a picture of. I was like, wow, Jessica's looking great. We thought we knew who you were going to choose, but now you've had a week to think about it. If you could be any superhero, who would you be?
I think, so if I know myself, I would use any power that it took to steal all the beagles. Mm-hmm. And then I was like, that's not really superhero activity. That's like supervillain activity. But if I could be like Christina Brewer, the Beagle Rescuer.
Now, why haven't you gone on ChatGPT and made that yet?
I may have it.
I'm looking forward to seeing that. I
actually have done a lot. I also have a video for you.
Well, I would hope so. I am driving back from the adult arcade. I'm listening to an old episode, like 9 episodes ago, where you said you're going to get it done. And you.
Oh no, it's done. It's
okay,
done.
we can't wait to see that. And let's just go ahead and roll right into that. It's time to talk about cooking.
And tonight proved one thing. You know, all.
She is a no-kidding chef. I, but a rank amateur. I make food. She presents food. She is a foodie. I'm a fatty. This is the segment where we talk about food. So tell us, Chick Brew, what's the latest creation that you've presented?
What did I cook? I hadn't really cooked this week because I left to come on this trip on Thursday. But I will tell you, I had some really good Vietnamese food today. I had some really good sushi last night.
Okay.
I got this salmon sashimi, right? And I'm used to them doing, and it was the seared salmon because that's my favorite. I love the texture and that little like char taste. Fantastic. I'm used to them being super thin. Mm-hmm. But these were like 1 minute steak size thick.
Oh my goodness.
They were so good.
I do not go to sushi places.
Sashimi should now come in that size. That should be the size.
I do not go to sushi places often. But when my friend Will C. comes to town, and he'll be here Friday, we do go to Sushi Heaven. And Sushi Heaven, all you can eat sushi and teppanyaki. The food, unbelievable. Unbelievable. So I don't look forward to sushi, but I do look forward to having lunch with my friend. I only get to see like once a year, so that's a big thing for me. But you're currently in Germany, and I think it's hilarious that you found a Vietnamese food place in Germany. What kind of Vietnamese food did you have?
I was hoping to have the charred pork or rice noodle bowl, but they didn't have pork. They only had beef, which was fine. It was delicious. It was a little spicy, which was super nice. And it was I love rice noodles. I could probably eat them too much. I'm not Asian. I'm not built Asian. My body doesn't metabolize like an Asian. But when it comes to rice, I feel like I want to be.
So rice noodles are the ones that look like glass, right?
No, those are glass noodles and generally made of monk bean, which are not my favorite.
I do not
rice
like them.
Rice noodles are like white and thin.
Okay.
Like an angel hair pasta thin made of rice.
Okay.
No, I'm not a big fan of glass noodles or monk bean noodles.
I don't like them at all. They never stick on the utensil that I'm trying to eat them with. It is not complimentary for my eating style.
They have a taste that's not my favorite. And the texture.
I wouldn't know. I can't get them in my mouth.
Mouthfeel. Oh my God. I hate when people say that so much. I'm like,
What word?
Mouthfeel.
Mouthfeel. Yeah, that makes sense a little bit. In Germany, did you eat at any German places?
Oh yeah, I had. The first full day I was here, we went to Bern Castle, and gorgeous, stunning. Lots of slugs on the ground. That was my takeaway.
Okay.
But also, we went to this brewery, and I had currywurst because that's what you have to have.
What's a currywurst?
It's a sausage with the sauce and then the curry sprinkle on it. So nice, so delicious.
So there's only two peoples on the planet that eat more meat than Americans. The Argentinians and the Germans.
Yep.
If you can find an Argentinian steakhouse in Germany, which there are many, you are in for a treat. Because just the size of I remember the size of the plates. I'm like, why is the plate so big? Well, it had to be because a strudel is a meat concoction. I always thought it was a confectionery. I always thought a strudel was a pastry, but no, a strudel is the shape of the meat. and it's on a giant oval plate, and it is way more than one person should eat. It is an ungodly amount of meat. Kind of like a tomahawk steak, right? Like tomahawk steaks are supposed to be shared, but nobody told me that the first time I got one. So I just...
We'll feed 7 people.
I just ate that bad boy. You're not... don't threaten me with a good time. On our cruise that we're going to do for our anniversary, we have 3 specialty dinings. That means you can go and eat with the normal people, or you can make reservations and go to the swankier of the restaurants. And teppanyaki is one of my favorites because, I love the performance. If you've got a good chef and he's up there and he's chopping and he's got the fireman and he's got the volcano and it's a good, and he's flipping shrimp, that's a good time. Teppanyaki was sold out. We couldn't get a place in there. So we had to go to the Asian fusion place, something called Chin Chin. I'm not down with fusion. I don't like fusion. They also have a specialty Mexican restaurant, and I can't for the life of me think what that would be, okay? Because Mexican food is pretty, standard. It's Mexican food. I don't know how you upgrade Mexican food to a specialty dining experience. What do you do? What? Oh, look, you get to fold the tamale. Oh, isn't that? Or the tamale's really small. Or here's your fajita, and it's one bite. It's like when you go to a Michelin
definitely
star.
Gonna eat it though.
When you go to a Michelin star restaurant, the portion sizes are ridiculously small because you're supposed to really enjoy the flavor that they put into the thing, so they don't give you a lot of it to eat. They give you this little plate, and on the plate there's a thing, and you're like, oh, that's not very much to eat. Now, mind you, there'll be 17 more plates to come, but on that particular plate of thing, you just got a mixture. I don't know how you make Mexican food into a specialty dining experience. It's just...
I feel like you could.
It's like classing up a trailer. Oh, here.
No, because when I was in Mexico City, we went to like a Mexican restaurant that was a little fancier. The food was phenomenal.
What
the
makes
sauces
it fancy?
Were great. Well, everything was really fresh.
Okay.
Like you could tell that the tortillas were like very freshly made. The sauces were like very bright and crisp. They weren't muddy. It wasn't like the bag of salsa that someone cut out at Taco Cabana and squirted into the there was like actual vegetables, which were again just delicious.
I believe the best ethnic food that you can get has to come with an element of danger. Like, Church's fried chicken is some of the best fried chicken in the world. But you're taking a risk when you go to get some Church's fried chicken because you're not going to be in the best neighborhood. We have a Mexican restaurant in Steelton, which is right on the other side of the river. And I can guarantee you this is going to be the best Mexican food you ever had in your life because there's a lot of danger involved. First of all, it's in Steelton.
Waffle House. Say less.
First of all, it's in Steelton, which is notoriously a bad section of the Harrisburg area. Across the street from it is the church. Next door to it is a funeral parlor, and connected to it is a Mexican grocery store where they have aluminum foil up on the windows to keep the sun out. And they proudly claim to accept EBTs in a 60-foot banner over the top of the place. So I know that this place is going to be the most authentic Mexican food you can catch or you can find. And then recently, the food inspectors hit them.
Oh no!
Yeah, it was as bad as you can imagine. There were creatures in the food everywhere. They got a big old F. They got shut down. It was. I wish I'd have went there before I knew all that, because now I can't go there.
Now you can't.
Yeah, but I wanted to, because I knew. That's the thing that makes everything better. When you got the insects crawling around in your flour, that's fresh flour.
It's going to be good.
And the final dining choice that we have is a Brazilian steakhouse. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you've never been to a Brazilian steakhouse, you're just letting the best thing in life pass you by. Is it expensive? Yes. But is it an experience? You best believe it. They come to your table with skewers of different meats, and depending on what country you live in, the meats are going to change. It could be horse, it could be kangaroo, it could be camel, it could be rabbit, deer.
As long as it's not beagle, we're
Beef,
good to go.
chicken, they're just coming to you with a variety of freshly grilled meats on a skewer. And they're like, would you like some of this? And you say, yes, please. And they slice off a couple of pieces for you and put it on your plate. Have no fear, because more meat is here. They just keep coming with entree after entree after entree. A couple of slices of this, a couple of slices of that. You will get your fill. One of the things they do the best at the Brazilian steakhouses is their salad bar is out of control. It is.
They got to fill you up on salad so you don't need so much
They
meat.
want you to fill up on salad and the gigantic shrimps and all of the things that are on the salad bar so you don't eat all of their meat. That's a rookie move. I go there and I may look at the salad bar, but I ain't wasting no time at the salad bar. I come there to get the meat sweats.
I can eat the salad at home.
And the wonderful thing about it is you have to tap out. You have to surrender. You have to give up. You have to, whether it's raise a little red flag or turn over your salt and pepper shaker from green to red, you have to willingly say, no mas. And then there's still room for dessert. And the dessert, as I think about it, already has my mouth feel. It's already salivating, because dessert is a wedge of pineapple that has cinnamon over the top of it. That is I can't contain the drool in my mouth right now.
I heard you.
It is so. I have tried making that at home. I can't. I haven't figured out the way to do it yet. But if you can find a way to grill pineapple and put cinnamon on top of it, the flavors in your mouth are unbelievable. And it's a flavor you will not forget. And once you taste this combination of cinnamon and pineapple, it will stay with you to the point where just talking about it, you will be salivating. It is that. I am looking forward to, we're 45 days away. The biggest thing I'm looking forward to is some cinnamon-covered pineapple. I may forego all the meat. Just start bringing me the pineapples. That's what I want.
Load them up.
Load them up. Let's go.
I'd like to start with pineapple, thank you.
But sir, we normally serve that at the end. No. Bring it now. Bring it in between every one. I want the pineapples. Okay, well, that's good. Hey, let me find it. I have found it. And let me play this.
Everything,
the book of everything,
one of everything,
one of everything,
one of everything,
the book of everything,
one of everything, the book of everything.
Every week we go into the book of everything. We try to find something new, strange, unusual in the book of everything, and we share it with you. The challenge, dear listener, is for you to find a way to incorporate whatever fact I'm about to give you into your lexicon this week. Try to use the fact from the book of everything in conversation. It's a challenge you're forced to accept as a listener. This week's fact from the book of everything. Do you know what a quark is?
A what?
A quark.
Quark?
Quark.
Like wine bottle topper?
No, Q-U-A-R-K, a quark.
Like a weirdness? Something that makes you quirky?
You would think so, but it's actually the tiniest. So when you get down into the molecular level, things continue to get smaller. And the smallest of all things that we know of is what we call a quark. If 3 quarks in a hydrogen atom were scaled up to the size of garden peas, the hydrogen atom would be 1,000 miles across. So, yeah, picture this, a quark.
So you'd have to inflate everything
Yes.
in order to fit it.
To move the quark up to a size of a pea would make the hydrogen atom
Which is a gassy atom.
1,000 miles across.
What?
Yes. Frequently, we find ourselves saying things in a weird way. Today, I asked you, what time? ? And your response was, I'm in Germany. And
No, I was saying as soon as I get to my hotel, because I was trying to get here earlier.
I'm in Germany as soon as I get to my hotel, which in
Because
no
I
way.
thought you were going to go to the adult arcade after. And then I was like, oof, but I actually got here by 6, but I'd already told you 8. I
Which
just wasn't ready
in
to
no
commit.
way answered my question because it did not have
I told you less than a minute later. I think you were late.
But yes, I was. But that was because of traffic. But we do that all the time. We don't answer the question the way the question should be answered. We answer it in an abstract way, which is what you did. So if you could find yourself, needing to emphasize the rapid inflation of something, just think about the 3 quarks inside a hydrogen atom. That's
I'm 3 quarks away from losing my cool. What a great measurement. That's an example, folks. 3 quarks. That's very close.
That is, boy, that is, you are 3 quarks away from me. Boy, you about to find out.
Yeah.
You're about to find out what a quark is. That's a great way of using that. Yeah. Again, if 3 quarks in a hydrogen atom were scaled up to the size of garden peas, the hydrogen atom would be 1,000 miles across.
Is it the circular pea or the pea in the shell?
Circular. Definitely a circular pea.
Definitely, I think so. Yeah, agreed.
I would normally play one of my other ads, but because Will C's going to be here next week, I'm going to play this one instead.
While we have been recording, my watch has just been vibrating. My phone has been... The auto port is out of gas.
Oh, no.
Yeah. And so every chat group that I'm in with anyone from the base is like, there's no gas at the auto port.
That's not good.
No. I don't know when the delivery is supposed to arrive, but...
Somebody done screwed up.
Looks like we'll be filling by the liter. Not me, because that's not my problem.
That can get a little pricey.
But
hello, ladies and gentlemen. It's me, T-Bone, from the Lunds B Show with T-Bone and Chick Brew. I've got a special ad for the Comedy Zone. This month, the Comedy Zone, in honor of military appreciation, has got a special offer that I want you to know about. Veterans, you, and up to 3 people can laugh for free. That's you, the veteran, active duty, reserve, retired, deceased. You and 3 people can go to the Comedy Zone on Friday or Saturday, May 22nd and 23rd, to see headlining comedian, founder of the Veterans of Comedy, comedian, veteran, actor, storyteller, the very funny Will C will be here both Friday and Saturday, May 22nd and May 23rd. Again, veterans, you know who you are. Veterans, and up to 3 people with that veteran can get in for free. All you have to do is call the Comedy Zone. The Comedy Zone's phone number, take your time, write this down, 717-920-3627. That's 717-920-3627. Reservations are required. Let's sell this show out for veterans and up to 3 people. Again, the Comedy Zone Harrisburg, in support of Military Appreciation Month, is giving free tickets to a veteran and up to 3 people on May 22nd and May 23rd to see headlining comedian, founder of the Veterans of Comedy. Headlining comedian Will C, veteran comedian, actor, storyteller. It's a great show. It's a great time. If you didn't take time to write down the number, just go to the website, harrisburgcomedyzone.com. That's one word, harrisburgcomedyzone.com. You can also do the abbreviated version, hbgcomedyzone.com. I think it's a good ad. It goes a little long, and the bed is a little loud. I'm sensing that now. What did you commented on something? I feel like I need a new photo. My hair isn't blonde anymore. I'm no longer living the good life of a blonde. Yeah, let's do a new one. Give me an updated photo.
Did you see my superhero?
I have not seen your superhero yet. Let me, Victoria mentioned me in her comment. I can't wait to find out what that was. I love it. I absolutely love it. Why didn't you post that on the page?
It is on the page.
Oh, okay. Well, then I love that. Victoria Lee, she mentioned me in a comment. What did Victoria Lee say about me? Oh, Jacksonville. So the Jacksonville International Airport is very distinct in that in the common areas, for whatever reason, they have a whole bunch of rocking chairs where you can just sit there in a rocking chair while you wait for your loved ones.
Oh, yeah.
But
That's nice.
I've never seen that in any other airport. So Victoria, she posted something of the rocking chairs, and I immediately knew. But I asked anyway. I was like, JIA question mark, and she responded, yes. So also going on in the Comedy Zone thing that I want to tell people about, if you're a listener and you're a comedian and you're considering signing up for the Harrisburg Hilarious competition, it's our 4th year doing that. It's one of the best run comedy competitions I've ever seen. The entry is $20, which isn't asking very much. The tickets are only $10. It does fill up pretty quickly. We get 64 slots, and the comedians go head to head, and they compete against one another, and the audience votes in a very fair way. And we count the votes, and it's a good time. It's a real good time. Now, if you are a comedian and you're considering signing up for the Harrisburg's Hilarious competition, and $20 is asking a little much, we have volunteered to sponsor up to 5 comedians. Up to 5 comedians we will sponsor. We will pay your registration fee. If you've already paid your registration fee and you're sucking down ramen noodles and leftover vegetables from the office the office party, or you're having ketchup sandwiches and you need $20, I will sponsor you. I will pay your registration fee to the Harrisburg's Hilarious competition. The only thing that we ask at the end of your set, you shout out the show. That's what sponsorship is. We pay your registration fee, and at the end of your set, you shout out the show. That's all you got to do. And last year, I threw money towards the audience. I was paying for people to come to see the show, but this year I thought it would be better to pay for comics to do the show. So give it some serious consideration. There's at last I knew there was only 15 slots left out of the 64. So if you're going to sign up soon. And if you want us to sponsor you, we'll gladly sponsor you because you're going to shout out the show. It's a win-win situation. We pay your registration and you shout out the show in front of a large live audience. That's pretty cool.
Or maybe you wear a shirt and a hat and too far?
If you want to wear a shirt or a hat, I have them. And for anybody else that's out there, just remember, if you ever see me in the wild and you're looking for some swag, just talk to me. I keep swag in the Lunsby mobile so that anytime someone catches me in the wild, I could give them a hat or a beanie or a shirt or a pen.
Yeah, don't talk to me though, because I have nothing to offer.
A can opener. I can do all of those things, but you have to do that thing where you talk to someone.
Yeah, don't talk to me.
Hey everybody, it's T-Bone. Did you know you can listen to the Lunsby Show on the iHeartRadio app? The team at iHeartRadio has created 2 new features on the app. You can now auto-download to your device and be notified whenever new episodes are released, all for free using the iHeartRadio app. And you can listen to the Lunsby Show from anywhere. iHeartRadio. Discover music, radio, and podcasts you'll love.
And now it is time for headlines from around the globe.
One of my favorite parts of the show. She reaches out, she goes through the ether. She finds a headline, she gives it to me. I am completely unprepared. It is my job to mine that headline for some type of entertainment value. She comes up with some doozies, and I fail often, but let's give it a try.
14-year-old goes on joyride in stolen bus for 3rd time in 6 months.
Yeah, this is a child in serious need of a whooping, okay? The first time the child steals a school bus, that should have... If there was a dad in this child's life, I can guarantee you there isn't. If there was a dad in this child's life, one and done, that would not have happened a second time. It would not have happened a thrice time. It would not have been repeated behavior. Of course, people are going to say, you shouldn't beat children. But, corporal punishment is a thing. It's a real thing. There has to be punishment. How are we punishing kids these days? Are we taking away their tablet, taking away their iPad or their phone? Oh, you're in so much trouble. Wait until we take away your phone. You're not really punishing them. You're mildly, as a throwback to a previous episode, you're mildly inconveniencing them. Yeah, when a child crosses a big line, okay, there's a whole bunch of things that kids do. Because kids be kids. That's what they do. All right. And you don't need to.
Until they know better.
Yeah. They don't need to be beaten all the time. I used to tell people all the time, don't beat your kids. Because if you're beating your child, you're showing the child that you have no other means of recourse other than physical violence to get them to do what you want them to do. Do not beat your child.
Well, and that also creates a spiral, right? Like, I don't know how to handle this situation. I will fight my way out.
But you can pepper spray them.
100%. No.
Because a pepper spray is an attention getter. It will definitely.
Did you see that video of the lady that was going in the airport, pepper sprayed the guy who was trying to drag his kid through the airport? No sides. Everyone was saying that she needed to mind her business, and then she was saying that he was abusing the kid. No one recorded the first part. The context was what it was. Mm-hmm. She pepper sprayed him, but she also got the kid.
Yeah, well, I'm a big fan of pepper spray. I'm not a fan of beating children, but I am also a proponent of corporal punishment for a young teenager that needs to learn a serious lesson that stealing a freaking school bus. That kid needs a whooping. I see it. I come across it a lot on the internet. I see things where I just if this child was beat, they wouldn't be acting in that way. I saw somebody sucker punch someone with a set of brass knuckles. Now, number one, sucker punching somebody when they're not looking, that's the lowest of the low. But to do it with a brass knuckles and to pummel them after they knock them out, hitting a defenseless person, you can't just take away that kid's iPad. You can't just say, go to your room, no dinner for you. There has to be repercussions that are withstanding of time, that they will. There's so many things I got away with as a kid, but at the same time, there's so many things I didn't do as a kid because I didn't want to suffer the repercussions.
Out of fear.
Yes, fear is a motivating factor in behavior. That's one of the reasons why I don't want to go to prison. I fear prison. I don't want to go to prison. Things that instinctually I want to do. Sometimes I want to sucker punch somebody with a set of brass knuckles because that's how they made me feel. But I don't. I prefer not to go to prison. And
I don't want to go to prison. I am not built for that.
Yeah, and that's where that 14-year-old needs to be. If you steal a bus 3 different times, you should have gotten beaten. But if you didn't get beaten, you need to go to prison. And there you will get beaten because they will make you conform to prison lifestyle. But, juvie, whatever.
I don't know if prison is the right place.
You don't think prison's the right place for a child that endangers the lives of others?
I don't feel like stealing a bus is. Okay. That's a cry for help. Do you know what I mean?
Okay.
Is it safe? No. He didn't kill anybody.
But he put people's lives in danger.
Right. But most adults with valid driver's license also put people's lives in danger.
True story. I'm going to mention this person's name, but he's a fan of the show, and I like him immensely. His brother just got his 6th DUI.
Nope.
And the DUI was the result of a horrible crash where people were really badly injured. And he's looking at 40 years in prison. At this stage in life, if you're looking at 40 years, what you're looking at is a life sentence. But his 6th DUI, I mean, come on. But,
and I think, especially now, and no judgment, right? I'm not judging your friend. I'm judging the person who did the DUIs for sure. There's no reason for it today. It's not like there's no phones. It's not like there's not Uber and taxis or just anybody willing to give you a ride when you're impaired. You know what I mean?
That is a big thing. Rota Rideshare, that was a big thing that we tried to put out there, because if you ever needed a ride, we had Rota Rideshare where you could request a ride on there and somebody would be willing to help you out because unfortunately we did lose people in Rota due to DUIs. And that's sad. We don't want that to happen. If you're in the Rota area and you're not a part of the Rota Rideshare, what was the toot-toot? Remember the toot-toots?
Oh, yeah. When people were doing what they should be doing with their reflective belts or lights.
Yes, when you saw someone in the darkness, because there's not a lot of lights in Spain.
The darkness.
If you saw someone wearing their reflective gear and they were on the right side of the road, we challenged our listeners to give them the old toot-toot. Not a blast, but a toot-toot, a little horn. But my Volvo was so loud, I would scare the heck out of people when I did that. Hey, you got another headline for me?
I do. Students at Maine High School accidentally fed dirt during dinner.
I don't know how you accidentally feed someone dirt. I can, if I take 2 seconds, I can think about a way where it could happen because there is a dessert that they make that looks like dirt. I think it's called dirt pie. And
with the gummy worms?
Yeah, it's got the worms and it's all crumbled and it looks like really well fertilized soil and it's sweet and tasty and delicious. And I guess if you had some dirt pies lined up and you wanted as an example to show what an actual dirt pie would look like in comparison to the tasty, delicious dessert dirt pie, you put them side by side and then in your confusion, you forget which one is which and you go out there with the actual dirt pie and the kids are eating it and like, this is not tasty and delicious. And then someone goes, oh my goodness, that was the real dirt pie. I'm so sorry. That's how I see it happening.
One of my favorite comments on this article was they took farm to table a little too literally this time.
That's funny. That's funny. I do love comments. There was a billionaire who slept with a woman and then she tried to blackmail a billionaire because she had sex with him. Here's a news flash for you, ladies and gentlemen. If I become a billionaire and I decide to step out and I get busted, I'm just going to admit to it. I'm not. She tried to get like $500 million out of him. There is no woman in the world worth $500 million. So you're not going to ransom.
If you were a billionaire and you stepped out, you'd be dead. And the producer would now be a billionaire. I fully believe that she can make it look like an accident.
Well, she probably doesn't have to try that hard. Just feed me some dirt. Go back to the Bezos situation. Bezos lost $500 million or more, or much more. I think he lost much more. He lost a whole lot of money when he started stepping out on his wife. She took him to the cleaners. She got half of a very large fortune. And
she's doing very well, too.
Yeah.
Have you seen the things that she does?
But the trade he made, they're the same age,
I have thoughts.
I'm a billionaire. If I'm going to step out, okay, I get it. She's spicy. She's got the little Latina thing going on there, a little la-cha-cha-cha-cha. Okay, that's cool. I'm not going to, fool around. Yeah, first of all, I don't. But if I did, first of all, I have to be a billionaire for this scenario to work out, okay? So I'm a billionaire. I've probably made some bad decisions, and now I'm going to make a worse decision, which is probably why I shouldn't be a billionaire. And I'm going to cheat on my wife, and I'm going to get the woman's then going to say, and again, the Chinese woman that he cheated on, not that attractive. You're going to have to be like, here's the argument. I'm a billionaire. I step out on my wife, and my wife sees the woman I step out with, and she goes, I understand. I could see that. There's not gonna be a question as to, are you serious with this one? No, that's not it. She's my age. She's older than me. She's not as pretty as I am. I wouldn't do that. It's gonna be like, she's gonna understand. If it happened, she's gonna go, oh, I get it. I get it.
But you don't become a billionaire because you're a good person.
True. You become a billionaire if you pick the right numbers in a Powerball. That kid's going to run out of money soon.
Fund your business.
They said The stats on this are true. If multi-millionaire jackpot winners are usually broke within 5 years.
Yes.
And that young man that won the $2 billion jackpot, I'm waiting. It's coming. It's coming. He's going to be broke as a joke and a yoke.
It's really interesting because I talked about this on the radio once because I was reading an article and it was about and had lists of all these lottery winners from the UK and the amounts they had won, what they did before, what they did after, and where they were now. And the girl that was gifted a lottery ticket for her 18th birthday or something from her grandmother, she won. So she gave her grandmother some money, and literally in less than a year, she had none of it left.
Lennon Free, such a funny guy. He's a local comedian, so funny. And he has a great joke about receiving lottery tickets for his birthday. It's just such a great joke. If you get a chance to listen to Lennon Free and he tells you the lottery ticket joke, remember, you heard it here first, that it exists. It's a thing out there. Did we decide on a question for next week?
Yeah.
What is your broke meal? Yes, I will get that out on the streets as soon as we wrap this up here, which is now. Ladies and gentlemen, as always, thanks for listening. I remind you today, as I remind you every day, just be the best person that you can be. And if you were a great person today, be an even better person tomorrow. I see you mocking me.
And don't forget that you are loved. And if you enjoyed that show,